Hello there and welcome to Seaton Sluice Harbour. We're on a cool little mission today. I'm going to have to move my boat, so that involves a little bit of a process. So I've got my trailer. So this is Seaton Sluice Harbour. I've got a launching permit for here to use the slipway. At Seaton Sluice there's two slipways. There's that one down there, which is pretty difficult to reverse around because it's basically like a total snake. It curves all the way around there, the road down to it. And I'm pretty good at reversing, but I'm not that good at reversing. So we're going to use the slip on the inner harbour, which is through those gates down there. Anyway, we'll come to that later. But for now, since it's only 12 PM, that means I'm going to have a good few hours at sea to kill. So obviously that means fishing. So this is going to be a bonus little fishing trip. My friend, who's a taxi driver, is going to come pick me up now, and then we're going to head over to the marina, bring the boat to Seaton Sluice. It's about 6 nautical miles from Tynemouth by sea, so we'll do that, and as we do it we'll hopefully get into some fish. Blue and white boat over there is my old boat, Venture. I don't think it goes out much these days. It seems to have been resting there for a long time. That's the slip we're going to use over there. It's a lot easier to use, but as you can see, the harbour itself is it's quite shallow, and there's a lot of concrete blocks that people are using to moor their boats. And I actually smashed my prop when I came in here the first time. You got to exercise caution when you're using this one. Conditions are pretty good here in the river, but I think out there it's there's a little bit more swell. But nothing too unpleasant. There's no breaking waves or anything. So I'm going to be fishing the flood tide. It's coming from the north to the south. It floods from north to south here, which is probably the wrong way around for the direction of travel that I'm going in. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to have a run along to St Mary's Lighthouse, and then I'll just do some trips around there for an hour or so and see what happens till the tide turns. It's another lovely day. It's hard to be unhappy. There's so much bird action around here in the estuary. I'm going to have a little drop with some feathers. There's obviously mackerel around, hopefully herring. Oh, we've got something. Please be herring, please be herring. Feels like a mackerel. It's a big chunky mackerel. Big fat one. Try not to handle mackerel for putting them back. Sometimes you can't help it. There's a shoal of something under the boat. It's probably sand eels. The mackerel will be feeding on sand eels, which is what the birds are getting excited about. This feels like it might be a herring, which I would like a lot. Yes. Yeah, I found a shoal of herring. Happy days. I love herring. So I'm going to take a few for myself. So I've kept myself 4 nice size eating herring. I'm going to enjoy them later on. And in this bucket I've got a live bait size one. quite a unique sort of wave pattern we're getting here. You get this as you're coming out of the Tyne, heading north. So there's a lot of reefs outside the Tyne mouth. And when this tide's coming in, the current's moving that way. All the water gets pushed there and then it hits the pier, bounces back. And that's what's following me behind me at the moment. We're surfing along at quite a speed. Luckily it's quite a long swell, so it's not the short choppy stuff that means you're hitting this all the time and it's like breaking and you just bounce up and down. There you are, we're surfing forward, but at the same time the tide's pushing against us and we're going up the waves that way. It's good fun. Got my 2 live baits out, herring on that side, sand eel on that side, and really all I've got to contend with is this swell here. So it's coming from the northeast, it's about a 6-foot swell, but at least it's going in the same direction as the tide, and that's making it a lot more comfortable. I've had to cut short my fishing adventures. I've just realised this morning I looked at last year's tide table, so I've completely the wrong idea when high tide was. I needed to be high tide to get into Seaton Sluice because you pretty much only got an hour either side of high water. So that's where we're going. Behind that harbour wall there, there's a pretty big swell coming from the east, so it might be a spicy entrance. So I'm just going to go for it here. Bloody hell. Go on, Carla, get back on your bed. So we made it. Oh man. So as you can see, you're probably best avoiding approaching Seaton Sluice Harbour when there's an easterly swell. That was pretty hairy. We've made it, but yeah, the worst part of it is I've lost my herring. mooring lines everywhere here. You stay there. Stay. Stay. Good girl. Stay. Okay, so we got tied up. Problem I've encountered here is there's that lip there, look. So when I've broken the back of the trailer, those two back legs of the frame there got stuck onto there, so I've had to use the van jack to try and lift it up, and hopefully I can take a bit of the pressure off the ratchet, pull it down at the horizontal again. This is a bit of a nightmare. Oh, so we've made it, managed to get the boat out of the water, thank God. It wouldn't have been very good being stuck halfway on the slipway. That was an entirely sketchy experience from start to finish, really. As soon as I entered the harbour, which I probably, well, no, hang on, I shouldn't have done, because there was too much swell and it was coming from the wrong direction. I thought I might be able to chance it and just speed in. Clearly you saw what happened. There was a wave broke behind me and spun us right round and gave us both a fright, me and Carla. Oh, Carla survived. I'm a terrible dog runner, really, because I take Carla in all sorts of places where she shouldn't go. I'm going to go and give Carla a walk now and give her a chance to de-stress from that experience. At least we made it back. Yeah, I think it's fair to say I've used up one of my 9 lives today. I really should have aborted that. When I saw how much swell was coming in from the east into the harbour mouth, I really shouldn't have got in. However, I thought I would chance it and get in, and well, I did. So the boat survived. It's not the first time I've been in that situation. Once upon a time, I took my old boat out venture, the boat that I showed you in the harbour, it used to have sails. It used to be a motor sailor. The present owner removed them and just turned it into a little motorboat for pottering around. But I was out one day and I was trying to teach myself to sail, and I almost on purpose I did a death roll. Now that involves that basically I had too much sail up, and there was a following sea, and it got me and spun me around, flipped the boat over, and luckily I was able to remain calm. And I've got to say, I think if you are able to remain calm in stressful situations, it's a massive advantage. Really enjoyed that pint. There's nothing like a near-death experience to make you feel alive.